Hey, Core 102 Awesomes. How's everyone doing today? Just thought I'd come out with a quick video. Excuse me. I know that several of us had to miss class today, Thursday, April 1st. So I guess I'll start with this is not an April Fool's joke, what I'm about to share with you. Okay. This is for real. And doing some self analysis of where we are in our class, I decided to combine our rhetorical analysis and the persuasive speech instead of having two or three separate assignments, right? Kind of combine them into one. So I wanted to kind of just review that with you. So there is one speech assignment remaining, and think of this the persuasive speech, right, which is in a rhetorical analysis speech. Think of it very similarly like how we did the informative speech, right? So, informative speech, we put together kind of an outline, kind of wrote out what we were going to say, submitted that to me. I gave you some feedback, right? If you needed to make any adjustments or any revisions, you did. And then we gave the speech. So, over the next week or so, I'm going to open up the Dropbox for the rhetorical analysis and then your rhetorical analysis, right? Outline, as we've been talking about, where you identify, more specifically, we've been talking about identifying the speaker's purpose or audience, and then the logos, pathos, and ethos. All those things that you're identifying that you're putting together right now, that becomes your speech. Okay. So it's kind of one assignment with the outline. Okay. So let's look at that real quick. So recall this is our the rhetorical analysis. I'm now calling it the speech outline template. Okay. So just like we did in your informative speech right here, right? Here's your attention getter. Introduce the speech and the speaker's main argument. So we'll write these out just like we did for the informative speech. Write them out, and what we write out and what you submit to me to kind of get some feedback for, that's going to kind of become your speech. All right. All right. Introduce your thesis, right? And the purpose of your speech will be to argue whether the rhetorician was effective or ineffective. And as we talked about, if you recall, last Thursday, we talked about the speaker's purpose. What is it that you think Denzel was trying to get across and say? What is it that we felt Rick Rigsby was trying to get across and say? What was the valedictorian trying to get across and say? What was the do schools kill creativity trying to say? What was the three A's of awesome speaker trying to say? Right. Then we can identify their audience. Then we kind of go into kind of our main points and think of these similarly as the main points, like in your informative speech. Now you're kind of doing it more in a persuasive way, right? Where you say, okay, this speaker used logos and appealed to reason, and here are the examples. Pathos. Here is the emotion that the speaker was getting out, whatever it was, fear, encouragement, motivation, whatever. And here are the words, phrases, and images that they used. Or here's a story that they told, right? That conveyed that emotion that they got out of that they got their audience to feel, right? Here's the ethos. Here's the credibility. While Denzel Washington had credibility, he was able to also maintain credibility by doing X, Y, and Z, right? Provide examples. Rick Rigsby got credibility in his audience by doing the following things. Why does this matter? Think about this a lot of times when we think about critical thinking. A lot of rhetorical analysis is kind of the gateway to critical thinking, if you will. So think about that. That's why this matters. What was it? What did you learn too? Why was it important to you after going through this process? What was really, really cool? What's something that stood out to you about it? And then your closing statement, leave your audience with something to be thinking about, right? Something of pathos, logos, ethos, something about the speech that stood out to you, then you'll be good to go. All right. So just a reiteration for rhetorical analysis, what we got left in the class. Only just one assignment left to do. Turn in your outline for I can look at it, which you'll get points for, right? Easy points. And then deliver that final speech in the last 2 weeks of class. All right, guys. I hope that helps. I know you weren't able to be here today. I know we got a lot going on sports wise, and we've got a lot going on still COVID wise, unfortunately. So please do stay safe, stay awesome, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.